Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we are talking ceramides. Now, for the past 12 months to 2 years, ceramides have been some of the hottest ingredients in skincare. Brands have been proudly proclaiming their ceramide prowess, and customers have been falling over themselves to get their hands on the latest ceramide-infused serum or moisturiser. I went mad for the ceramide craze too, and reached out for just about every product to try them. However, through trial and error, I've realised that there's a lot more to ceramides than simply a name on a product. I've learned a lot in the last 2 years, and I want to share that information for you in today's video, and ultimately also share with you the best ceramide containing skincare products on the market. So sit back, relax, let's talk all things ceramides. Now before we get into this video, I would love to know your favourite ceramide recommendations, so sound off in the comment section below, because the products that you recommend really do shape the products I try and review here on the channel in the future. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much. Now if you like a little ceramide action in your skincare routine and you enjoy the content I create here on the channel, don't forget to also reach down and give this video a thumbs up and a like. I really want to get this message out there loud and clear, and the best way to help me achieve that is by giving the video a like, because the more likes a video gets, the more widely YouTube will distribute it on its platform. So it's just a wonderful way of helping as many people as possible discover our fabulous Mad About Skin family. Now for today's video, as usual, I've got a lot to say, so I think it's time we cut that waffle and delve straight on in. And I've left some timestamps in the description box below, so if you want to jump to one section of the video over another, be my guest, it's all there for your convenience. I'm going to kick things off with what are ceramides? Well, they're waxy lipids that are found in reasonably high concentrations within our skin. Our body naturally produces them, but over time the amount we produce does diminish. This can lead to an exacerbation of dryness. It can also lead to some impaired barrier function. Ceramides are really key. They're one of the building blocks for our skin, and if we don't have enough of them, it can lead to an increase in transepidermal water loss, which can dehydrate the skin. It can also lead to poorer skin health, because having a good ceramide mix within the skin will help to ward off any pathogens, any environmental aggressors, things that hit our skin day in, day out. They are one of the core components of the skin's natural protective barrier, which is why I think ceramides form a really key part in skincare. Now, as the popularity of ceramides has grown and grown and grown, so brands have cottoned onto this, and they know that customers are looking out for skincare that contains these magic ingredients. However, not all brands are doing it in the right way. Lots of brands will put the smallest amount possible of ceramides in their formulations, plaster it all over the label, and know that the popularity of ceramides will drive sales for them. This isn't the right approach, because when it comes to ceramides, there are some key things you need to be aware of. First and foremost, that concentration. You don't need a sky-high amount of ceramides in a product, but it needs to be there in a meaningful amount. Look for something in the region of 1 to 2%, which I think is the standard in good skincare. Some brands, and I'm naming no names, will use concentrations as low as 0.025%. There is literally no point to that being in that product. It's just there for a marketing tool. Also, you need to be aware of the formulation itself. So ceramides work really well alongside free fatty acids and cholesterol. They're like the key ingredients for a healthy skin barrier. Of course, just having ceramides alone in a product will still deliver some great benefits, particularly around hydration. However, if you're reaching for ceramides for that maximum skin barrier performance, you're going to want to make sure that they're in a product that also includes those free fatty acids and cholesterol, so your skin has everything it needs to be in tip-top condition. Before I get into my favourite ceramide products, there's a couple of don'ts that I want to quickly call out. First and foremost, don't rely on ceramides in your cleanser. I think this is a big trend that's emerged in the past year. Lots of brands are featuring ceramides as a core component of their cleansers. You know, never forget, cleansers are left on the skin for a maximum of 60 seconds, and ceramides actually take a bit of time to get into the skin to actually get to where they need to perform all these benefits. If you're leaving on the skin for like 60 seconds and rinsing them off, you're probably not going to be getting any of the benefits. So whilst there's no harm to having a ceramide in your cleanser, it's certainly not going to be delivering the same benefits as having that similar concentration in, say, a serum or another leave-on treatment. Secondly, I'd also avoid CeraVe when it comes to your ceramide fix. You know, CeraVe really popularised ceramides, and one of the key brands driving forward this ingredient's popularity overall. However, when it comes to the concentrations they use, their transparency, it's pretty down in the gutter, and you don't really know a whole lot about their formulations. Like I said, concentration is key, and CeraVe keep that all under lock and key, won't actually share that with us, the consumers, so you don't really know what you're getting. They're also not an entirely cruelty-free brand, and with these fantastic ceramide-infused products that are all cruelty-free, I'd say why reach for CeraVe when there's just some better, in some cases cheaper alternatives. I covered my reasons why CeraVe really doesn't feature in my skincare routine in a recent video that I'm going to leave a link to up there. There's a lot going on in the background to that brand that I just think, you know, makes it a no-go for me personally. Though of course, if you absolutely love your CeraVe fix and their products are working for you, continue to use them, because when it comes to skincare, use what works for you. Now, with all that waffle out of the way, shall we come on to what we're all here for, which is the best ceramide containing products. And I'm going to start with the best of the best. What I would say is, if you're a little confused with ceramides, reach for this product and you will honestly love it, as will your skin. And that's the Face Theory CeraQuench Moisturiser. This is just a beautiful, beautiful, like multi-active formulation. I've actually been using this product for the past 3 or 4 months and my skin loves it. I haven't got it to share with you today because I ran it out. I've just finished tub number 2, but I've got another one on order. My skin is really, really missing it. I love this. It's a multi-active formulation that has a 2% concentration of ceramides. I'm loving the transparency of Face Theory on this one, and that 2% is a really good concentration. It's also got 2 different antioxidants which are going to protect the skin from free radicals, and it's got a vitamin A derivative, a retinoid too. So you can use this in your evening skincare routine to get your anti-aging retinoid fix, some antioxidants, and also those ceramides in a really good concentration. It's a really fair price point for what you get, and they do a fragrance-free and a fragrance version. I go for the fragrance one because it's so calming and soothing, but it'll all come down to personal preference. I've left a link to this product in the description box below, as I will for everything mentioned today. If you use that link and the code that's down there, you can actually save 30% off the entire Face Theory range. And if you're new to the brand, I've also got a discount code that I've left down there, which will get you 50% off for new customers only. This isn't sponsored. I've got no coin from Face Theory, but I always like to look for a discount code for you guys, because you know what? Who doesn't want to save some of their hard-earned coin? And this is the best of the best when it comes to ceramides. Now, I've actually got 4 other ceramide-infused moisturisers that are true holy grails that I want to share with you now, because you know what? Face Theory are not the only good guy in the ceramide market. Let's start with this product. This is the Allies of Skin Molecular Barrier Recovery Cream. This is like a one-stop shop for skin barrier health. Like I said, ceramides can help with improving the barrier function of the skin and also hydrating. I think, you know, that one from Face Theory will hydrate you to the gods, and it will also over time improve the barrier function. But if you're solely concerned with the skin barrier, this is probably the product I'd reach for. It's not the cheapest, so I do want to call that out, but it is such a beautiful formulation that contains every single ingredient you need to have the skin barrier in tip-top condition. It's gorgeous packaging, really easy to use, and I do always use this on those nights when my skin is feeling that a little bit extra sensitive. Maybe it just needs an extra boost of hydration and something to support with the skin's health. This is always my go-to, and I absolutely adore it. For those of you that are looking for a little bit of a cheaper option to Allies of Skin, I know that price point isn't going to be for everyone, and I always like to offer a range of different prices in the video. These two, I'd say, come at the more mid-market price point. We've got the Stratia Liquid Gold and the Pacifica Vegan Ceramide Barrier Face Lotion. Let's start with the Pacifica first. This doesn't just come in that lotion, you can also get it in a cream. I think the cream works better for drier skin types. The lotion would work for everyone. I've got super oily and acne-prone skin, so that's why I went for the lotion, because that just, you know, it's lighter weight on the skin, and I don't need all that extra hydration because my skin is a grease-slick morning through till night. This didn't break me out, but it definitely healed the barrier of the skin over a period of time. It's packed full of other great oils which deeply nourish and hydrate the skin, and I'd say on a morning or on an evening, this would be a great addition to your skincare routine. And I love the fact that we've got a vegan, cruelty-free alternative to CeraVe, and this is probably the one that I'd reach for. Now let's come on to the Stratia Liquid Gold. So I'd say that this is very, very similar to the Pacifica product. They have slightly different ingredient profiles, but they're both really, really good for boosting the hydration levels in the skin and helping to maintain a healthy skin barrier. This has things such as niacinamide, it's got some buckthorn oil in here, it's got those ceramides, it's got cholesterol, free fatty acids. So both of these products have the right combination of ingredients needed for maximum efficacy and a really good concentration of those ceramides. I think it'll come down to personal preference with both of these brands, but I think Stratia, slightly cheaper in the North American market, can be a little bit difficult to get here in the UK and the European Union. Pacifica, much more accessible in Europe, and here in the UK I actually picked this up from Superdrug, and I think it cost me like £16, so a really good price point for such a quality formulation. Whichever of these two you go for, these will honestly hydrate you to the gods and offer so much barrier support. You really don't need to reach for the CeraVes when you've just got better formulations here. Finally, if you want to keep it super drugstore and affordable with your Ceramide Moisturiser, I created my own, which is this. This is the Mad About Skin Maximum Impact Moisturiser. moisturiser. So of course I'm going to be fully transparent. A 1.5% concentration of ceramides in here, which like I said is that sweet spot between the 1 and the 2% that I'd say most brands should be aiming for to deliver maximum benefits from that ingredient. You've also got some great oils in here, which is going to deeply nourish and hydrate the skin. This has some fruit and botanical extracts too for some antioxidant action and some extra hydration. And all around, it's one of my absolute favourite moisturisers if you're looking for something super lightweight but that actually delivers meaningful hydration support. So as a product, it goes onto the skin like it's a hybrid between a cream and a lotion, I would say. It's not super thick like that Face Theory one, but it's not as lightweight as that Pacifica lotion. Somewhere in between, which my skin personally loves. This is the most affordable of the moisturisers that I've shared in today's video, coming in at just over £10 here in the UK. And of course, I've given you a discount code in the description box below, so you can save an extra 15%. You know, I know the cost of everything is going up and up at the moment, so it's nice to be able to offer those codes where I can find them or give them to you. This definitely one of my favourites. I just wanted to lead the way with a brand that's transparent about the percentages and actually delivers a meaningful concentration of ceramides, and I hope more brands will follow suit. Whether you go for my product or you go for the Pacifica, the Face Theory, or even that Stratia, these are really good products that are going to maximise skin barrier health while it's also hydrating you to the gods. Now, very quickly before I leave you, in case you don't want to reach for your ceramide fix in a moisturiser, you don't need to. You can now find some really quality serums packed full of ceramides too. These tend to be a little bit more lightweight, so I'd say serum with ceramides infused will probably work best for an oily, acne-prone skin type. And also, it's a way of combining the ceramides in an existing step rather than having to have a secondary step in your skincare routine, because we're all about streamlining and saving time. Two of my favourite ceramide-containing serums are these. Let's start with the Bubble Daydream serum. So inexpensive. You can get it at drugstores, you can find it at Walmart, but the formulation, honestly, they could charge twice as much and I would still buy it. This has two different types of ceramides. It's got cholesterol and free fatty acids too for that perfect ratio. You've also got some tranexamic acid for brightening, you've got some niacinamide for oil control, you've got some antioxidants in here to protect the skin, and all around it's just a holy grail. This is one of my favourite serums of the moment, and it kind of proves that you don't need to break the bank in order to get quality skincare, especially in the ceramide field. Another firm favourite that you guys are always recommending to me is the Ample N Ceramide Shot. This has like shot up in popularity in the past couple of months, and just about everyone wants to get their hands on it. I kind of understand when you look at the formulation. 3 different types of ceramides in here in a 1.75% concentration. You've also got some cholesterol, which again is wonderful for that ratio. You've got some niacinamide. You've got some really nice calming and soothing botanicals. This is a sort of ceramide infused serum that's going to help with barrier support, hydrate the skin, but also calm and soothe at the same time. Like a wonderful multi-purpose serum that's definitely worthy of the hype that it's getting. So there you have it, guys, a rundown of ceramides, what they do, the things to look out for, the do's and don'ts, if you will, and of course my favourite ceramide containing products. I filmed a similar video to this around 6 months ago, but I wanted to update this because I've experimented with new products. I've just found some better options, and of course I always want to share the latest up-to-date information that I have for you guys. Hopefully this has helped you in your ceramide journey, and wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.